it's Erica and this is Friday Sews. So welcome to my channel or welcome back. Say hi to Remy. Oh, giant cat. Hello, my little Siamese. So today I don't have a lot of sewing content to show you because I'm still doing super secret sewing. But that is now over. I've made all the things I'm going to be making for my pattern test, so I can get back to sewing things that I can share with you guys in real time. I am so excited to share the things that I've made with you when the time comes, so stay tuned, and you'll be seeing it probably at the end of this month or the beginning of June. Now, although I can't show you sewing, I do have a lot of other things to talk about today. I've been doing Me Made May, and I've actually worn something I've made every single day this month. So I'm pretty excited about that, pretty proud of that. Today I'm wearing my Westcliff dress. This is made out of a double brush poly from Girl Charlie. The Westcliff is a faux wrap dress, and it's got this cool little detail on the, I guess like bust gathers? I'll call that bust gathers. So it's really cute, and I'm just wearing a ready-to-wear cardigan with it because while it's going to be warmer later, it's still pretty cold today. So what I thought I would do, I have some fabric to show you guys that I just got in the mail. I have some knitting progress. I'm sitting actually on the day bed that we got for the dining room. I'm sorry the lighting's a little funky, but I'm so glad this is here. This has been nice. I've gotten a lot of cat interaction since we've had this. So this was my first time ordering from a fabric, online fabric store called Stitchin' Pretties. And they shipped very quickly. And this was some of their clearance fabric. Now, if you buy 2 yards of regularly priced fabric from them, you actually get a free surprise coordinating yard to go with it. So I am definitely going to go back and give that a shot, probably next month. But this is the fabric that I purchased. Like I said, it just came in the mail, so I have to wash it. But it is this beautiful double brush poly. It's a black base print, obviously. And then I love that there's these giant poppy flowers and then these little sprays of kind of smaller flowers sort of interspersed. I'm not sure what I'm going to make with this yet, but it was just so beautiful and it was such a good price. It was like $5 a yard. I had to, had to have it. So I'm excited about that. Knitting. So remember I had started that more complicated knit in this green yarn that was the Luton sweater by Untangling Knots, and it had these really complicated cables, and I did not have the spoons for that kind of work. Like I didn't want to knit something that was going to take me a year to do. I didn't want to have to keep all that straight. Like I just don't have the brain power for that right now. So I decided to rip back the few, and I kept messing up. So I ripped back the few rows I had, and I cast on another Untangling Knots pattern, which is the Myrna, which is a top-down V-neck cardigan. And I've got quite a lot done on it. I'm going to try to see if I can slip it on one side without taking it off the needles and losing stitches. So let's see if I can do that. The yarn is Cascade 220 Superwash Merino. It's very soft actually for a Cascade 220, so that was nice. Oh yeah, I'll be able to wear it with this dress I'm wearing. So as you can see, I've gotten down to right under the bust. I've started the waist shaping. This is going to be very cropped. Like the whole sweater is just going to come down to my waist. So the body should be done quite quickly, and then I'm going to do long sleeves. So I really wanted this sweater in my life because as I've been doing Me Made May, one of the hand knit sweaters that I've reached for the most is my original Myrna that I made in the Cascade 220 Superwash in this bright red color. And I realized I wasn't just reaching for it several times because of the color, which helps because I wear a lot of red, but also because of the shape of it. The sweater that, for instance, the sweater that I've got here that's a little Amazon sweater is a cropped long sleeve sweater, and it creates a V shape in the front. And this looks good. This shape of sweater looks good on my body type, and it looks good with like 98% of my dresses that have kind of a vintage feel. So having another sweater in a sort of bright, pretty green, I think is going to be really nice in that shape to layer with dresses. So the next thing I wanted to do with you guys is I have bought some patterns recently. Around the Mother's Day sale, I got some new patterns. But I also have patterns in my stash that I have not ever used. And I thought we could go through them. Oh, and I do have one exception, because I do have one I know I'm using. But I thought we could talk about them and kind of see what I've picked up, and also see what some of the delay is, why I haven't made them, and maybe move myself towards making those in the future. So the first thing I got was from a pattern company I've never tried before. I've printed out the first page. I just slipped this in with the pattern envelope so that when I print out the PDF, so that I can find the pattern and remember what it is. Because for instance, I have a dress called a Betty. Like 6 different pattern companies make Bettys, and I have 3. So having it printed out really helps. Hot tip there. But this is from CKC, and this is their Marilla knit dress. So this is a knit dress, and it's got, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's got kind of a fuller skirt, and then it's sleeveless, and it's got these really cool flounces that go all the way around the body. So like it's like a princess seam with flounces. So I thought this could be really pretty. Actually, this would be really pretty. Although this big floral makes me kind of want to save it for like a fall kind of pattern. But I do think I will make this. You can make it as a maxi dress. I have some plain black, so it might be cool as a black, like plain maxi. But we'll see. It looks kind of 70s, which I'm sort of getting okay with. And it just, all the pictures of it were really beautiful. So I'll put a link to that down below because I've never used them before. If you've used CKC patterns, how's the drafting? How was your experience? You know, comment down below. Let's help each other out. Okay, and then I've got an Elly Mac pattern that went on sale. They're having, it might still be going on, but they're having like a huge sale for their 9th anniversary. So this is a coat. So I'm not going to be making this anytime soon. I'll be making this fall. But this was her little drawing of it. So it's a double-breasted coat that reminds me a little bit of the Gertie Princess coat if it wasn't so vintage. Because this definitely has almost like a Victorian meets, like Victoriana steampunk kind of feeling. But I thought it was really cute, and it's supposedly pretty easy. So I'm probably going to try this in like a fleece the first time. And then if it comes out good, I'll get some real coat fabric. So that's not being made anytime soon, but I wanted to show it to you. And then Pattern Emporium had a Mother's Day sale, so I got 2 more patterns from Pattern Emporium. I'm sure you guys know how much I love Pattern Emporium. I talk about them a lot. But the first is the True Romance. And I was convinced to buy this because Kristen from the Dahlia Society had a whole video showing like all the ones that she's made of this. And I'll put a link to that down below. And if you're not following her, you really should. She's super cute. She's incredibly talented. And she's the reason I found out about Pattern Emporium. So, yay! But yeah, so this is the True Romance. It is either a sort of loose top or like a banded bottom, like kind of blouson kind of top. And it has bishop sleeves. And look at all these cool options for bishop sleeves. So there's a cup, there's an extended cup, there's sheared, there's all kind of stuff you can do. But I really like their patterns. And I know what size to take in their patterns, which is a huge advantage. This is going to be a fall thing, but you can mash their sleeves onto a lot of their other patterns. So I felt like this was a good investment. And then I've also got brand new the Symphony skirt, And this is another pattern Emporium, and it's this skirt that's made of panels. So you can get a maxi version, a full circle, and then just a regular flared skirt version. And I like the idea of making this possibly for now and then transitioning into like fall and winter with it. I feel like this is a skirt shape that could work. If I don't do the full one, if I just do the regular flared skirt, it could be nice for like with my little 40s blouses and things like that I want to make, or some more like 30s hand knits. So I feel like it's a really versatile option, and you can make it out of knit fabric. So I was thinking maybe with like Liverpool fabric. And that brings me to the next thing that I wanted to talk about, which are fabric patterns in my stash that I have not sewn yet. So one of them is this Muffins pattern badass blazer. I really like the way this looks. I love this little peplummed version. I love the little cropped one. I love the vest. I think I actually like bought it for the vest. And then was like, oh, I can make a blazer. But it's a knit blazer, which is pretty hard to find. So I was thinking it could be really cute to make the peplum skirt, or the peplum top, and then put the little skirt and make kind of like a little suit. So I don't know when that's going to happen. Maybe this fall I'll make a suit. But I would like to try at least the skirt pattern before then. I also love the idea of doing like a 3-piece suit and having the little vest. I don't know. Big plans. But I was very intimidated by this idea. But I think that, you know, it's designed for knit fabric with 50% four-way stretch. I mean, like, this is not like a blazer tailored object. So I feel like I could give this a try and not have to be afraid of it. And if it worked out, then maybe someday I'll make a more tailored blazer. Who knows? So that's that. And then I've got Sinclair Patterns Betty dress. Is that what it's called? Is this another Betty? Yeah, this is a Betty. So like I said, like I have the Betty from So Over It. I have this Betty. I have a Ragamuffin Betty. Everyone makes a Betty. But anyway, this is like a faux wrap dress. And it's got these pretty little gathers through the front and through the skirt. And it's a tulip skirt. This is a straighter skirt than I'm used to. It's a little bit more of like an A-line, but it's still not the big full skirts that I typically gravitate towards. So that is my only hang up, I think, on making this one, because I'm nervous about it being too fitted. But, you know, it's very pretty, and I do have fabric in my stash that I think this would look good in. I know that Sinclair patterns are drafted beautifully. The only adjustments I make for them is a round back adjustment, which I make for everything. And then I drop their armholes, because I'm going to tell you guys, if you're like me and like you're you know, you've got a little bit more going on in the armhole area, I drop it like an inch on all their patterns, and it seems to work pretty well. So, and then last but not least, well, actually, no, there's a couple things. Okay, there's a few more. Things I've had a while I haven't made. So, I've got the Outlaw lady dress. And you might be looking at it going, wow, that's real Western. And I know you're from Louisiana, but really? No, I mean, yes, I am from Louisiana. I did not buy this because it looked Western. I bought it because you can't find button-down dresses or shirts that are made of knit fabric. And I really love a shirt dress. And I have ready-to-wear shirt dresses that are made of knit, but I couldn't find a pattern. So I bought this pattern. And yes, the Western wear idea is cute too. But I was thinking the more plain shirt with just the little collar and the little button placket could be sewn onto. I don't want a big skirt like this. Like this skirt. Like I was thinking the Westcliff skirt, which is just a nice plain A-line skirt, could make a really cute shirt dress. So I have not done this because, again, I'm intimidated by making buttonholes on my machine. But I need to get over that because shirt dresses are something I'd really like to have in my wardrobe year round. So that's an idea. I also thought I could mash like a polo shirt pattern onto it to create a shirt dress. If you guys know of any existing shirt dress patterns for knit fabric and not stable knit, like I want it for like real knit fabric, then please comment down below because I will go try them. But in the meantime, this might happen. And then last but not least, it's another ragamuffin. It's the, I went like, so one of the times she had a sale, I went like a little crazy and bought all her patterns. So the Betty Hellcat. It is a knit version of basically the Gertie blouse that's so famous that everybody makes. And it's got the elastic. And it's got several variations. There's like a low back, a high back, there's long sleeves, there's puffy short sleeves, there's a lot of options. There's a tank option, which basically just makes it like strapless with spaghetti straps. I mean, there's a lot of really cute ideas in this. What has stopped me from making this pattern is a couple things. One is a comfort consideration. I wonder how comfortable it is to have like elastic around your body. Like, I don't mind it around my waist, but I've never made like an elastic top, so there's that. And the other thing is, so I'm an inverted triangle body shape, so the widest, biggest part of my body is my shoulders. I'm like a very petite person, but I have the shoulders of a much bigger person than I am. So, I feel like this kind of design is gonna like scream, look at those giant shoulders, look at them. And I don't know if that's something I'm ready for, but I see so many people looking so cute in this, especially like all the people who make like the Gertie Rita blouse. I feel like this is really similar to the Rita blouse, but in knit. So I want to try it, and I know I shouldn't let insecurity hold me back, but I don't want to make something, go through all the trouble and then not wear it. So I don't know, what do you guys do? What do you guys do when you see a design and you really like the look of it, but you're not sure if it's going to suit you? Do you just like get some cheap fabric and go for it? Do you buy the pattern and let it sit in your pattern collection for years like I do? You know, comment down below. So anyway, that is it for me today. This ended up being a lot longer than I thought. But what do you guys think I ought to tackle first? You know, if I'm going to try one of these new patterns, what would you like to see me try first? Because I could use some motivation. After sewing 3 garments for the pattern test, I'm having a hard time making something for myself that isn't a deadline, that isn't, you know, any stipulation. Like having just carte blanche to do what I want. I'm suddenly having like sewer's block. By the way, pattern testing was so much fun. So if you ever get a chance to do it, do it. It's awesome. But it is kind of like, it's kind of like doing something really cool for a couple weeks and then being like, oh no, I don't know what to do. So yeah, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think I should try. And I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.